Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the St. Mary's versus Gonzaga college basketball matchup on Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one style customer service. We offer that as well. They're just not available on the website. You just got to text the number that you see on the screen. And of course, if you make big bets like I do, just go ahead and text that number. But let's head to the West Coast Conference. St. Mary's taking on Gonzaga, and St. Mary's, after a really not great out-of-conference portion of their schedule, has bounced back in a big way, ranked in the top 20 at this point in the season, 24-6 coming in. So even though they've been on this heater of heaters, you know, the guys who do the rankings really maybe looking a little bit at that out-of-conference schedule that happened, you know, before they started this West Coast Conference of Pacific, Portland, and company, right? So I think, you know, to me, it's the same thing. And if St. Mary's, if they get into the NCAA tournament and they do make some noise, I'm not overly surprised. But the thing is, I'm not counting on it either, because I just don't have the faith in them, because we haven't seen them do it against that type of team. They did beat Gonzaga in the first meeting of these two teams, but let's be honest, you know, Gonzaga comes in nationally ranked once again. They have the gaudy record at 23-6, but they play in this same lousy West Coast Conference that St. Mary's does. And when you look at Gonzaga's out of conference, it's actually a much tougher schedule, and they even have better wins, like the win at Rupp Arena against Kentucky just a few weeks ago. Gonzaga comes into this one 9-1 in their last 10 games, 13-15 against the number. They are 7-2 straight up on the road and 5-4 against the number on the road. One thing we know about the Zags is that they are super talented, and what they've had over recent years is star players that have been there for more than a year. This year, a little bit more of a transitional year with Drew Timme, you know, no longer with the team. Of course, before it was Chet Holmgren, and you know, it goes on and on. The great players that have come through this Gonzaga program. St. Mary's won that first meeting 64-62. They were 4.5-point dogs in that one. That was back in the beginning of February, so about a month ago, maybe a little less considering February is a shorter month. But Gonzaga last time out, a lot of people talking about how San Francisco was going to knock them off and all this other stuff. Gonzaga blew them out of the building at San Francisco. If it was a fight, they would have stopped it. I think the Zags starting to take it personally here. When we look at that one loss in their last 10 games, it's just that St. Mary's game, and of course that was only a 2-point game. We look at the other side of this one. Yeah, St. Mary's a lot of winning, but as I've been saying in most of the videos I've been doing about them, who did they beat? You know, outside of Gonzaga, basically nobody. They beat Pepperdine, they beat Portland, they beat Pacific, Santa Clara, Loyola Marymount. Congratulations. I mean, that doesn't make you better than, you know, if you imagine if Kentucky played that type of schedule. Imagine if Auburn played that type of schedule. I mean, they would run right through that whole conference as well. I just think it's so overstated, as are a lot of St. Mary's defensive numbers. They play against a lot of bad teams, you know, and I think that's what it really comes down to. Meanwhile, Gonzaga playing the much tougher schedule. They have played a lot of games in this conference too, but man, can they put points on the board. Second best shooting team in the nation, and their defense way underrated. I gotta say, I think the Zags bounce back in this game. I think they return the favor and beat St. Mary's outright, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.